you did mention AI, right? And there is no any standardization or process automation, including HR, without AI these days. So, can you give us some shiny examples? Because we know AI has application in HR all the way from, like you mentioned, recruiting and talent assessment and relevant
So
skills. Yeah.
recently, IBM has come with a technology while hiring. You can actually, like, let's say we are on an interview call. Irene is an hiring manager, and I'm an, like, candidate. And while I'm saying the questions, AI can actually detect my facial expressions, the way I speak, my tone, about the trust score of that candidate, how well. Because mostly, based on data, 40% of the resumes lie. Okay. And in on interview, because I did like almost over 5,000 interviews in my career, right? I've like, interviewed so many people because I'm into outsourcing, and I have to meet people. I know when they're lying, and I know when they're not, right? But it is very hard. And if AI is doing that interview, let's say Irene doesn't have to go online. Okay. Irene will be digital Irene, or like, we have Siri for Apple, and she's taking an interview. And when I'm speaking, tell me something about yourself, and I'm saying something about myself, actually AI will, give a proper result at the end of the interview to HR, that this person is XYZ, and this is like the that person's score. And if you evaluate 10 candidates, and automatically you will know which is the best candidate. So that kind of technology will, like, be available in 2025. It's already in like some use cases available, but not extensively used by all organization. But I think this is the future. uh, when I say future, again, one of the things that is helping is about talent assessment. I mentioned, but which gave an example of IBM. It's more on, like, taking interview on automated way. But again, like, the current hiring process is more of a guesswork. Okay. Because let's say Irene is an hiring manager, but she is an expert talking to people. She's an human to human expertise, not data scientist, not engineering. How do Irene evaluate a candidate who is a data scientist, right? So these technologies, like talent assessment tools, or like, tools like IBM that I mentioned, will help you actually narrow down the people you want to hire. So that's the future I see. And it already exists with Teslify, for example, that we are trying to do. um, yeah.
You brought few important points here. I hear helping, making life easier on both sides of that hiring desk, so to speak. Okay, it's for the candidates,
Hmm.
it's for the recruiting agencies. Okay, they also have the big play in it as a
Hmm.
third party, right? And of course, employers and all kinds of different teams and functions within the employee organization. Each
Hmm.
interview, sometimes, it's 5 to 7 different interviews for very competitive position, right? Imagine how many dozens of people, okay, stop everything they do. And we've been in this situation, for sure. You have to break your day right into and dedicate some part to it. So what I hear is amazing, amazing news coming, that this process not only being streamlined, but being more fair, hopefully being more productive on both sides. Mhm.
So problem is a lot of interviews, and it's a fact. Okay. It's biased, because it's human who make decision, and decisions are made on feelings that they have about the other person. It's about likes, right? If I like, let's say I'm taking interview, and there's my partner taking interview. If I like someone, I'll immediately hire that person. It's about my personal choice, it's my gut feeling. Okay. But this doesn't reflect in, like, real business world. And that person who you hired, you might like him as a person, but you might not like him as the skills that he has. So we need to look on the overall skill set without being biased in any way. Okay. gender, like AI can remove the gender discrimination. Then there is also a bias about like feeling, personal feeling about the personality, completely based on like the level of skill set they have, the level of interaction or communication or soft skill that they possess in order for them to succeed in the role. That kind of technology will be amazing.